Hello! I'm fortunate enough to have acquired a Steam Deck, and as soon as it arrived, I was eager to start smashing my way through an extremely massive wish list that I have on Steam. So once this bad boy was prepped and ready to rock and roll, I went straight to my Steam wish list. But not every game that's on my wish list is currently compatible with the Steam Deck. Now I'm sure that will change as time progresses. However, I have a new toy and I wanted to play a game on it. So it started me thinking, I can't be the only person in this position, as I was searching through the catalogue trying to find a happy medium between what was compatible and what I wanted to play. So I thought, why don't I put together a series of videos that highlights some of the best games that are available currently to play on the Steam Deck. So today we start off with roguelikes. Binding of Isaac Rebirth is a randomly generated action RPG shooter with heavy roguelike elements. When Isaac's mother starts hearing the voice of God demanding a sacrifice to be made to prove her faith, Isaac escapes into the basement, facing droves of deranged enemies, lost brothers and sisters, his fears, and eventually his mother. Players will accompany Isaac on a quest to escape his mother, facing off droves of mysterious creatures, discovering secrets and fighting some fearsome bosses. Along the way, Isaac can find bizarre treasures that change his form and give him superhuman abilities. But it won't be easy. Rebirth is the remake of the original game. Did I mention? There's poop. Next we have Hades, a personal favourite of mine, developed and published by the fabulous people at Supergiant Games. Hades is a godlike, roguelike, dungeon-like crawler that combines the best aspects of Supergiant's critically acclaimed titles, including the fast-paced action of Bastion, the rich atmosphere and depth of Transistor, and the character-driven story of Pyre. As the immortal prince of the underworld, you'll wield the powers and mythic weapons of Olympus to break free from the clutches of the god of the dead himself, while growing stronger and unravelling more of the story with each unique escape attempt. You do have a little assistance along the way from the Olympians. Meet Zeus, Athena, Poseidon, and many more, and choose from their dozens of powerful boons that enhance your abilities. There are thousands of viable character builds to discover as you go. Hades is built for replayability. New surprises await each time you delve into the ever-shifting underworld, whose guardian bosses will remember you. Use the powerful Mirror of Night to grow permanently stronger and give yourself a leg up the next time you run away from home. The rich atmospheric presentation and unique melding of gameplay and narrative that's been core to Supergiant's games is here in full force. Spectacular hand-painted environments and a blood-pumping original score bring the underworld to life. My third entry is Enter the Gungeon. It's a bullet hell dungeon crawler following a band of misfits seeking to shoot, loot, dodge roll and table flip their way to personal absolution by reaching the legendary Gungeon's ultimate treasure, the gun that can kill the past. Select a hero or team up in co-op and battle your way to the bottom of the Gungeon by surviving a challenging and evolving series of floors filled with the dangerously adorable Gundead and fearsome Gungeon bosses armed to the teeth. Gather precious loot, discover hidden secrets, and chat with the opportunistic merchants and shopkeepers to purchase powerful items to gain an edge. Enter the Gungeon is a constantly evolving bullet hell fortress that elegantly blends meticulously hand-designed rooms within a procedurally generated labyrinth bent on destroying all that enter its walls. But beware, the Gungeon responds to even the most modest victory against its sentries and traps by raising the stakes and the challenges found within. Discover and unlock scores of uniquely fantastic guns to annihilate all that oppose you in the Gungeon, each carrying their own unique tactics and ammunition. Unleash everything from the tried and true medley of missiles, lasers and cannonballs to the bizarrely effective volley of rainbows, fish, foam darts and bees. Enter the Gungeon is developed by Dodge Roll and published by Devolver Digital. Next up, there is Have a Nice Death, developed by Magic Design Studios and published by Gearbox Publishing. It's a hand-drawn 2D action roguelite where you play as Death, founder and CEO of Death Incorporated. This is a sprawling corporate empire that processes souls for the afterlife. However, Death currently finds himself teetering on the edge of burnout. His top executives, the Sorrows, have been running rampant on Earth's surface, blatantly ignoring company protocols, leaving him buried in an underworld-sized mountain of paperwork. Now, in order to regain control of his company and supply chain, see what they did there? As well as secure a much-needed vacation, he will need to traverse the various departments of Death Incorporated and remind his unruly subordinates who's boss. Discover and explore the darkly charming, procedurally generated departments of Death Inc., where you'll meet a diverse cast of memorable characters such as your affable pumpkin-headed assistant, Pump Quinn, who are always willing to share the latest office gossip. Sharpen your skills and scythe through fast-paced hack-and-slash combat, utilising over 30 unique weapons and spells. You can find and upgrade to create devastating combinations. Taking more power for yourself is a controversial move in Death Incorporated's company culture. For instance, adopting a curse upgrade for yourself might result in the Labour Inspector granting your subordinates enhanced powers, or worse, raising the cost of coffee and other items that are vital to your work output. Since Death can't die, use what you've learned and earned to overcome the numerous minions and bosses in each department of Death Inc. over and over. A performance review after every run guarantees that you'll unlock interesting items and upgrades that will help you progress on your journey. My final entry is Risk of Rain 2. It's the sequel to the classic multiplayer roguelike Risk of Rain. It's developed by Hopu Games and published once again by Gearbox Publishing. Risk of Rain 2 follows the crew of UES Safe Travels as they try to find UES Contact Light and any survivors along their path. They have to try and survive the hostile wildlife and environment as difficulty increases over time, navigating Petrichor 5 via the teleporters strewn across the entire planet. The crew loop endlessly through many distinct environments but end up on the moon to defeat the final boss. Over a dozen handcrafted locals await, each packed with challenging monsters and enormous bosses to oppose your continued existence. Fight your way to the final boss and escape, or continue your run indefinitely to see just how long you can survive. A unique scaling system means both you and your foes limitlessly increase in power over the course of a game. More than 110 items keep each run fresh and full of new challenge. The more items you collect, the more their effects combine, the more surprising some of those combinations might be. The more items you encounter, the more lore and strategy you'll discover through the logs. Unlock a crew of 11 playable survivors, each with their own unique combat style and alternate skills to master. Learn the secrets of the artifacts to toggle gameplay modifiers like friendly fire, random survivor spawns, item selection and more. With randomized stages, enemies and items, no run will ever be the same. Tackle the adventure solo or with up to 3 friends in online co-op, or compete in the rotating challenge of the Prismatic Trials. So there you go. Here are 5 games that I think are worth checking out on your Steam Deck, and they have that all-important tick, which means that they are a great experience for you to enjoy. Do let me know in the comments what you think to my selection, and whether there are any other games that are worthy of a mention. While you're in that area, please hit the like button and sub to the channel if you've yet to do so, as there will be more video game content to come. It is free, subscribing on YouTube, and you can always change your mind later if you want to. But if you unsubscribe, it will make me very sad, so please don't do that. Until next time, I wish you all a fabulous remainder of your day. Ciao for now.